this wooden lyre is all I have. I don't need the lyre to break through this kind of storm bait.
Enemy attack! Prepare your...
The stage will need to be cleared before I can begin my performance. Generally speaking, such chores are not the concerns of the performer himself.
Wait, what's going on? There shouldn't be any hilly trail camps in the vicinity of Storm Terror's lair.
Yikes!
Do your worst!
A touch of frost.
Boom!
Flee!
Incinerate!
Yield!
The hilly trolls usually do not venture into areas. It puts a heavy burden on their
The Abyss Order must be manipulating them behind the scenes, yet they shouldn't have been able to determine that we would come.
Okay.
And presumably spreading their forces to halt our plans.
Without further ado, I suppose I can play faster if my only audience is the wind.
It actually opened! You're not entirely useless, Tone Deaf Bard.
This is it. We are now entering Storm Terror's lair. Watch yourselves. Let's move.
Looks like this is the front gate to Storm Terror's lair. The gate is enormous compared to us. But still, Paimon wonders how Dvalin gets in there with a body that huge.
He doesn't walk in, he flies in.
Oh. You do have a point. It's stuck.
It's stuck.
Hey, check out that roof.
I suppose we could make use of that wind current.
Let's make a detour then. Heading up.
Let's make a detour then. Heading up.
Do you think there will be abyss mages hiding in the ruins? Either way, if we do run into one, we will let the victorious Master Diluc do the...
Do not underestimate them just because I have beaten one of them before. I'm not boasting. I'm simply saying there is more to the Abyss Order than a few mages.
Correct. That's why I tagged along after all. Well, that and also for your safety. Why am I so diligent? Too diligent for a poet, in fact.
So says the person that made zero effort to search for the dragon tears and drank in the tavern all day. Paimon doesn't get it. What part of you is remotely diligent?
I am outplayed.
Look, a wind current. It might lead us to the top of the tower.
What do you think? Anything catch your eye?
Oh, we can't advance any further. The ruins seem to be guarded by...
Is this the work of Dvalin?
No. These ruins were once part of an ancient city. Dvalin just happens to be nesting in these ruins for now. These ruins even predate the existence of the Four Winds. Mondstadt is a city without a ruler. However, it was ruled over by a tyrant. Anyway, I'll sing you that story when we have it.
The markings on this seal. If my archaeological knowledge is not mistaken, this appears to be a light act. If we retrieve and reintegrate all the parts, we should be able to get it working.
We should be close to completing the ceremony. Let's put the last part back and see.
Looks like we're right. There are 3 more halos circling the tower.
Which means there are 3 more corresponding light act. I can see one from here. The rest must be scattered within the ruins around here.
Why did Dvalin pick a place filled with puzzles and seals as his lair? Doesn't he get a...
He doesn't walk in. He flies.
You do have a point. Wow, this light actuating ceremony does work magic. It looks like one of the 3 halos above has now become solid ground. Let's start looking for the next puzzle.
Swift and merciful.
Motion to compel.
Do your worst. Ha! Cha!
Boom!
Forth, my blade.
Flee!
Motion to compel.
Do your worst. Ha!
A touch of frost.
Yield. Ha! Do your worst.
One with my blade.
Remarkable condition.
Yield.
Ah!
It seems two of the halos have become solid ground. One more and the seals at the top of the tower will be broken. Yeah.
Swift and merciful.
Do your worst. Flee.
Submit for judgment.
Motion to compel.
Do your worst.
Breath of the flame.
Flee.
One with my blade.
Do your worst. Body and mind. Time to act.
It's done! Paimon thinks we should venture onward from here.
I'm thinking about turning these adventures into songs after we're done. Hopefully, this song will be sung for years to come, but
I have loved that song since I was small. How are you feeling today? I am completely prepared and fully confident that
Even Master D. Luke accompanied us despite only being an accidentally a bystander.
You shared your secret with me, and I only returned your trust to the...
As for Master Jean, what about the tone deaf?
it's freedom.
Freedom?
When you first arrived at Mondstadt, did no one tell you that Mondstadt is the city of freedom? She really is a child of freedom. Mondstadt is a romantic city without the and its citizens enjoy the most freedom amongst the 7 nations. I hope the dragon that once protected Mondstadt was... No one should have deceived him by telling him that Mondstadt betrayed him, and no one should have told him that it was his eternal duty to protect this. He has the right and freedom to choose his own way of life.
Venti?
Well then, traveler, just like the last time.
Oh, no wonder.
My characters do.
Look! There are 2 shiny spots on Dvalin's back! They appear to be poisonous blood clots that have coagulated on his wounds. The Abyss Order must have cursed the wounds. That's what's corrupting Dvalin's mind. To save Dvalin, we're going to have to get rid of those blood clots. Aim for those blood clots! Dvalin is getting away, but I'm familiar with his tactics. Just hold on a bit longer. And condense the pure animo from the shots being fired. Shattering them will create acceleration currents. I can't control where they will appear, so keep your eyes peeled. Now we can fight Dvalin on equal grounds. The grandest bard is here to help. But first, let me be clear. Even after hundreds of years without use, Dvalin's teeth and claws are still very dangerous. Yeah! Now's our chance. Aim for the tainted blood clot on his neck.
Swift and merciful.
Boom! This is Dvalin's ace in the hole. Celestinum Finale Termini.
This dragon has strange taste when it comes to naming things.
I named it for him just now.
Seriously?
Well, anyway, let's ride the wind currents and stay away from the breaking platforms. The energy flooding out from the fissures will be hot. Be sure to watch your step. Now's our chance. Aim for the tainted blood clot on his neck. Blood clot on his neck.
This place is gonna collapse!
It's been a while since we flew like this together. Huh, Dvalin?
Just now. Why? Why did you not ask me to protect you like the last time?
Me not wanting you to listen to the Abyss Order doesn't mean that you have to listen to me. Freedom, if demanded of you by an Archon, is really no freedom at all.
Is this the power of the Animo Archon? But I am no longer part of the Four Winds.
Even if that's so, you still protected us regardless. Now spread your wings of freedom and go with my blessing.
And so, the Storm Terror threat was quelled. I clarified the misunderstanding to the citizens of Mondstadt and let them know that they are safe. To them, it seems Storm Terror attacked Mondstadt out of nowhere and then vanished just as quickly. They must be finding the whole ordeal very confusing.
However, winds change that course. Someday, they will blow towards a brighter future.
You guys are back.
Yep, we're back from tussling.
You just returned yesterday, right? Jean got back first, and she told us all. I wonder if I'll ever get an opportunity like that. You're right, actually. Peace is hard won, and we shouldn't take it for. And this time, you're
welcome.
Of course not. Just because I'm not out on the front line doesn't mean I don't have work to.
Aftermath? Here? What happened in Mondstadt?
While Master Jean was away, the monsters lurking nearby made a coordinated attack on the city. Fortunately, we weren't completely taken by surprise. I detected the Hilly Churls were moving closer to the city a while back.
Oh, yeah!
Exactly. And if we hadn't started making preparations back then, Mondstadt would be in much greater danger by now. Me too. Hilly Churls, our best guess is that the Abyss...
They've taken over the...
That's right. And said, there's no time like the present.
You bet!
Awesome. Wait for me.
Ta-da! Ta-da! Hello, nice to meet you.
Here we go. Crisis, danger, adventure. Roll up, youngsters. Joy. What? This Storm Terror threat is resolved? I missed the acting clanmaster's speech?
Cutie accents. Nope, there's nothing odd.
Long live the heroes. Many trade routes. I.
So every cloud for that, as long as we have.
Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer here.
There's two.
Greetings. May I take your order?
Why so cold? I've always thought that we enjoy quite the intimate friendship. It seems your great battle sharpened not only your combat skills, but your wit as well. To bask in the presence of Mondstadt.
Sweet-talking, sugar-coated...
Nonsense. Just looking for a...
While all...
Thinking can be an arduous task, you know. Believe me, I'd much rather be taking out the trash.
So what you thinking about that?
The Abyss Order. A dragon wreaks havoc in Mondstadt, and the acting Grand Master leaves the city to combat the threat. Strategically, that's the perfect moment for the Abyss Order to... If you were the Abyss Order, would you squander this golden opportunity by sending in nothing more than a few hilly churl? To get to the bottom of it, then came the date. That same day, I saw...
Inside the city?
Well, all the other knights were outside, except for me, through various...
Right,
The situation is this.
The Abyss Order has...
Yes.
What exactly?
There's more. The Abyss Order has a name for this leader. They call her the Princess. Now, I'm sorry to cut this intelligence brief. I think she's still angry with me for my absence from the defense effort during the attack. I'd better slip away before she notices me.
One minute I see Kaya, the next he slipped away. Clear sign of a guilty conscience. Are you sure? Because that sounds like exactly what he'd say to talk himself out of... But let's forget about him. I worked super hard today, and my tummy's rumbling. Hi, Sarah. One sticky honey roast, please.
Today's recommendation is the steak.
So, now the Storm Terror threat is behind us.
Paimon thinks it's time to leave Mondstadt and keep looking...
Huh, really? Oh, well, I guess this. Hey, don't feel down. You'll always be a friend of the Knights of. That's the spirit. All right, now let's eat before.
That was good. Note to Paimon, Amber's recommendations are worth the wait.
Of course. Well, I don't trust myself in the kitchen. You can always trust me with the menu. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. Jean's waiting for you at the cathedral. It's something to do with the Holy Lyre de Himmel.
Time for Venti to get his. What's he going for? He's open?
This is Barbara, the deaconess of the church. She is here to
May the Animo Archon, I'm not really in a position to speak compared to our acting Grand Master, but I still want to thank you all on behalf of all of Mondstadt for your... Fortunately, everything was resolved peacefully. I can't...
Now the Fatui have no choice but to keep their mouths shut. They must be annoyed that things didn't turn out as planned. This time, they even lost their best excuse to pressure the Knights of Favonius. Diplomatically speaking, they gained nothing, and on the contrary, simply proved just how vexatious they can be.
Sounds like quite the story. We cannot ask you to keep defending the lyre forever.
Did...
Oh, don't worry. I'm not here to collect rent. The church has always received special... The Holy Lyre! Lord Barbados! Even if I atoned for these sins for the rest of my life, it would still not be enough!
Oh, give it here.
How could this Holy Lyre, but how?
Huh? Let Paimon see!
No. I don't know how you managed to fix it, but you'll never touch the lyre again!
We, really should get going. That trick I used to repair the Holy Lyre. I mean, the magic I used isn't going to hold forever, you know.
What? You tone deaf, Barb! Hey, don't go!
Here we go. There's Venti's most.
At last, Mondstadt's rodent ruler in the flesh. Scurrying through the streets looking for leftovers? Mondstadt calls this a god?
Resident rodent beats invasive vermin.
Don't you dare speak back to me, insolent bard. Absentee Archon of Mondstadt. How impotent you've become.
That smirky wear looks out of place. Did you steal it from your master's face?
Should have held your tongue. So, this is a gnosis. Wouldn't be caught dead wearing this ugly thing in public.
Beauty is a waste when the beholder has no taste.
Venti!
Well, we have what we came here for. Come, before our dear Favonian friends arrive. Leave nothing for them to find.
Honorary Knight, you're awake.
Okay, let's do it.
I wouldn't say I found you lying unconscious outside the cathedral and used my elemental That bard awakened first, but strangely, my healing powers. This is the first time I've encountered such a patient. But he just said it's completely normal.
He left?
Oh, the symbol of Mondstadt's hero. That's what he said. I wanted to stop him, but Jean, I mean, Master Jean, said to let him leave.
Paimon remembers Venti healing under... It's probably due to the connection between Windrise and the...
The case before us is a strange and unprecedented one indeed. I'll remind you again. The law can be both a help and a hindrance. The case before us is a strange and unprecedented one indeed.
The wind amongst the branches is good. I love the way it smells. I said the exact same thing last time. Why do I only say these things when I'm down on my luck? So you noticed. This isn't something I'm meant to discuss with ordinary people. But I suppose I can let you in on the secret. As you know, visions are external magical foci that only a small minority of people possess. They use these visions to channel. In truth, every wielder of a vision is one who can attain godhood and ascend to Celestia. We call such people allogenes.
Allogenes? Paimon's never...
That's because this is a secret that only Archons are privy to. We don't need primitive tools like visions. Instead, each Archon has an internal magical focus that resonates directly with Celestia itself. known as a gnosis. It's just a glowing glass ball I carry around to avoid suspicion.
So who was that nasty woman who sent Paimon flying and stole your nose?
Her name is Signora, number 8 of the Harbingers. She and the rest of the Harbingers have been given godlike executive authority by the Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya, and with it, strength surpassing that of other mortals.
The Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya? Isn't that...
Indeed. She is one of the 7, the Tsaritsa who reigns from her winter palace, and the 7 don't always get along well, but still. I never thought that she would plot to steal another, how should I... 500 years ago, I knew her well. But I can't say the same is true now. You see, a certain catastrophe happened 500 years ago. But we can save discussion of the cryo. If you seek the rest of the 7, you should head for Mondstadt's neighboring nation of Liyue. The Geo-Archon who reigns there, unlike me, administrates his entire region personally. He only descends once every year to give his divine predictions, which set the direction for Liyue for the rest of that year.
Even so, it sounds like he works much harder than a certain someone.
In any case, this year's Rite of Dissension is soon to begin. If you...
What? Oh, why didn't you tell us before?
One moment, Windborn Outlander. Just use it gratefully. Or, better yet, treat me to a glass of dandelion wine. Traveler, as you set off the birds of Tavak, the destination is not everything. So before... Great. So, that's that. If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb. Kaya shared some new intelligence, you say? Oh, I see. So, the Abyss Order has a They were probably trying to turn Dvalin into a weapon of war for the Abyss. But that said, I have never heard of any such princess of the Abyss Order. I think so too, apparently. But how does a prince come out of nowhere and take command over the... If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard... Well then, best...
I just told her, you told me you're not going to give them any, but you're willing to share some duplicates.
Man, energy and return increases by 16%.
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my.
Hello, nice to meet.
Ad Astra. Ad Astra.